Hello, good evening, and welcome to V Media. You know what to do, right? If you're new on the channel, subscribe, comment, and hit that like button. SCL, the Holy Trinity. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. About the Holy Trinity, I mean, not about the SCL though. I'll give you a sec to subscribe before we get this ball rolling. Right, let's talk news then. Shekaru to meet Tinubu as group malls ditching Kwankwaso's NNPP. 3 months after leading his associates to defect from the All Progressives Congress APC to the new Nigeria People's Party NNPP with great fanfare in Kano, a former governor of the state, Ibrahim Shekaru, appears set to dump his new party. On Tuesday, Mr. Shekaru's spokesperson, Yao Sule, said the former governor, who is the sitting senator for the Kano Central District, will meet the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Tinubu, on Wednesday in Abuja as his group explores its options ahead of the 2023 general elections. Mr. Sule said Mr. Shekaru's followers had been left unhappy by happenings in the NNPP since their defection to the party. It was gathered that the group had been demanding that the party implement the terms of the agreement it reached with it before the defection of its members. Mr. Sule said both sides had agreed that an unspecified number of the former governor's associates would be awarded nomination tickets for the general elections. Before accepting the offer to join the NNPP, we presented our proposals to the NNPP, which they accepted. Unfortunately, they deceived us. None of the agreements reached before defecting to the NNPP was fulfilled by Mr. Kwankwaso, the spokesperson, said. A founding member of the APC, Mr. Shekaru had moved to the NNPP with thousands of his supporters on 18th May following a disagreement with Governor Abdullahi Ganduje over the leadership of the ruling party in the state. Mr. Shekaru was the presidential candidate of the defunct All Nigeria People's Party in 2011 and was one of the leaders of the party in the alliance talks with the leaders of the other legacy parties that resulted in the formation of the APC in 2013. However, he defected from the party to the then ruling PDP in 2014 in protest against the new party handing over its structures in Kano to then Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso, who had defected with some other governors and lawmakers from the PDP. But Mr. Shekaru rejoined the APC in 2018 after the party dissolved its Kano State Executive Committee and constituted a caretaker committee to absorb the associates of the same Mr. Kwankwaso, who returned to the party that year. It was thus a surprise when Mr. Shekaru led his group to join Mr. Kwankwaso, who had left the PDP once again to run for president on the ticket of the NNPP. Although he was awarded the senatorial ticket of the party, it emerged from the list of candidates submitted by the NNPP to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) that his associates got none. The tension in the NNPP aggravated following the closure of substitution of candidates by INEC. Rival political parties, including the APC and the PDP, have since been reaching out to the group to exploit the situation. Mr. Shekaru and his associates have since met with the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and the party's national chairman Iyorchia Ayu. He has also met with the vice presidential candidate of the APC, Kashim Shettima, and has scheduled another meeting for Wednesday with Mr. Tinubu. Mr. Sule said Mr. Shekaru called a meeting of the Shura Council the group's highest decision-making body, on Sunday to brief the members on the challenges with the NNPP and the proposals that had been made to the group by both the APC and the PDP. Mr. Sule said because the meeting could not agree on whether to move into the PDP or the APC, it set up a 30-member committee to look into the development and recommend a way forward. The 30-member committee will present its recommendations this Thursday, so it is after that our next line of action will be made public, he told the Daily Trust. Mr. Sule said the council would also reach out to the national leadership of the NNPP as the Shekaru group has not foreclosed remaining in the party. Meanwhile, Nigerian governors are set to meet in Abuja on Wednesday over the state of the nation's economy, insecurity, and healthcare, among others. The Director of Media and Public Affairs for the Nigerian Governors Forum (NGF), Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo, made this known in a statement to journalists on Tuesday. The state of the economy, he said, will dominate the conversation when the 36 governors meet at the banquet hall of the presidential villa in Abuja. The meeting comes week after the governors recommended 33 steps for President Muhammadu Buhari to take to rescue the nation's economy. It also comes barely 24 hours after the federal government was warned against acute hunger as the inflation rate hit 19.6%, as was reported by V Media. According to the statement, the NGF is worried about the economic woes that Nigerians have complained about and the hardship associated with it. Several governors reasoned that it is high time to tell each other the bare truth by confronting each other on the situation and brainstorming on it. These formed the basis for resorting to an in-person meeting, which, since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, had been relegated by the state's executives. While Mr. Bello Bakindo noted that the economy and insecurity will feature prominently in the conversation, he said this will be the first time that the governors had collectively advised the president on the weeding of 50-year-olds from the federal civil service and other spurious suggestions meant to impose further hardship on the people. Governors will collectively meet to consider a total overhaul of the nation's economy, he said. At the meeting, the governors are also expected to launch the Primary Health Care (PHC) Leadership Challenge Fund. The PHC Leadership Challenge Fund is a leadership challenge among the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT, designed to catalyze the implementation of the Seattle Declaration by state governors and renew political commitments, which will improve the PHC outcomes. The Seattle Declaration is a set of commitments made by the governors to prioritize primary health care in their states. It was adopted by the NGF at the November 2019 National Executive Council meeting. The Challenge Fund is funded by the BMGF and managed by UNICEF Nigeria. It targets governance, leadership, and commitment to PHC governors across the 36 states and the FCT. That's all for today, guys. Until next time, have a good one.